my mom and my brother's father, they had a little argument. They were kind of screaming and yelling at each other. We had a neighbor, our neighbor, she heard the argument. She called the cops. It had something to do with the pregnant lady. Like 2 officers arrived at our complex. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. So today I am back again with another video for you guys. By request, we did a vote on what my next video should be, and 5 guys had won the vote. So here I am to bring you guys this video. So yeah, you guys, another thing I want to say is that once I upload this video, we're gonna definitely do a poll, a vote on my next video. But my next video will definitely be a little different. It's gonna be something homemade, okay? So I'm definitely gonna do like a cook with me / mukbang. And yeah, so if you guys can vote, I would gladly appreciate it. Or if you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave them down below. And yeah, all right you guys, so let's get to grubbing. All right, so right here I got a bacon cheeseburger and I got the fries, but I told them for the Cajun on the side. That smells good. So I'm gonna put some a little bit on top and stuff. Let's see how that tastes. I'm gonna put a little bit because honestly the last time we had ate Five Guys, it was a long time ago and we didn't get the Cajun seasoning on it. So got some ketchup right here, some ketchup right here. Hold on, let me just take this off. Oh shoot, let me just take these off real quick. I don't think I need 3. 2 should be good. All right, so all right, I'm gonna give you guys a look at this burger. Look at it, you guys. It looks amazing. It's like already about to fall apart just because the Five Guys we have is not too close. So yeah, this is it. So basically in the burger, it's a bacon cheeseburger. I got grilled jalapenos, mushroom, grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, mustard, pickles. So yeah, alrighty you guys, let me get this a try first and then I'll move on to my story time. Okay, so that's good you guys. That's so good. That is amazing. That's good. You get the sweetness of the onions that you can taste, the jalapeno, the spice of the jalapeno, the cheese, the bacon, and mushroom. The mushroom gives it kind of like a sweet taste too. The pickles, lettuce, tomato. Oh, it's just really good, you guys. Really, really good. Alrighty. So let me try the fries. Pretty good. Pretty good with the Cajun, you guys. Really good actually. All right, so today I'm gonna give you guys a little story time, and it's about back a couple, well, probably like 11 years ago, about how my mom lost my brother's father. So I thought I would share that with you guys, a little story time behind that, just because it's his death anniversary this month. It already had passed in the beginning of the month. So I thought I would share that with you guys, a little story time on how we lost him and what happened. So I would say it was back in the early 2000s. I was like 17 years old and my mom was pregnant with my youngest brother, and And she was already almost due, my mom. I believe she was already past her due date. So they were about to induce her. And it's weird because my mom and my sister, you guys, were pregnant around the same time. I know that sounds weird, right? Yeah, they were pregnant around the same time. So my sister had my nephew, I believe, like a month and a half apart from my brother. My nephew was born in May, and my brother was born in August. So my mom passed, I think, past her due date. They were gonna induce her. She had went in on, I believe, a Wednesday. This was on a Wednesday. August the 9th. Yeah, I believe it was the 9th. Her and my brother's dad, they went in and they told her that to come back, I believe, the next week, and they were gonna induce her. So everything was fine. He was excited. My mom was just happy and just ready to have my brother. She was really exhausted and tired and stuff. So it was just like any other ordinary day. And I mean, just a day that we thought was a normal day, but ended up being like a tragic loss for us, for my mom especially, and my little brother. I would say everything was good that day, throughout the day. Until the night came, and my mom and my brother's father, they had a little argument. Which, what couple doesn't? You know, no relationship's perfect. No one's perfect. So wow, they give thin napkins. So they had a little disagreement. They got into an argument. They were kind of screaming and yelling at each other. But it wasn't nothing like crazy, you know. It wasn't nothing like where like there was like abuse going on or whatever. So I guess we had a neighbor, our neighbor. We used to live in a apartment complex back then. And I guess she heard the argument. I guess her being a concerned neighbor and a worried neighbor, she called the cops. So my brother's like falling apart, you guys. She had called the cops, and I guess just due to her call, because she told him that, you know, it had something to do with the pregnant lady. So my brother's father took off walking, I'm guessing to blow some steam off, right? I mean, I would think that would be the right thing to do, is walk away, right? Blow off some steam. So the fire department came. They wanted to check my mom out. She refused to be seen because nothing happened. Nothing. It didn't even get physical. the altercation. So she was like, no. So they had her sign a paper, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then after that, we go back upstairs. Like 2 officers arrived at our complex. They came to our apartment. And they were asking us what happened. And we didn't even know what was going on at first. We didn't even know that the neighbor had called the police. But I guess she did. So what ended up happening was they wanted the description of my brother's dad. So one of the officers was a woman. The other guy, the other officer was a male. So as my mom kept talking to the woman officer, the male officer was like, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get my binder. I don't know what. He was gonna get something from the car. So as that happened, we were right there talking to the officer. And how we were standing, it was me, my mom, my sister. There was our apartments, but there was like a wall kind of blocked off, so we couldn't really see. Cause okay, so there were the apartments, and we had a driveway. It was a steep hill, and these were the apartments. So you couldn't really see if you're standing from the side, the steep hill, and who's walking by and who's going by. So I guess from what our other neighbor had told us, I guess as the officer that went down, the male officer went down to the car, he, I guess it was just right timing where my brother's father and the cop just met. And I don't know what happened. Supposedly they had exchanged words. I don't know what happened. I guess the officer was trying to arrest him, and I guess he kind of refused to kind of be arrested. I don't know exactly what happened. This was a long time ago, you guys. And supposedly, from what our neighbor, she told us that the officer grabbed him, I guess threw him on the floor. I don't know what happened. And then they started kind of wrestling, you know, like he was just probably in shock and was like, why is he even pushing me on the floor and doing that? So then I guess the officer, I don't know what happened, he hit his head. I guess he fell unconscious, and I guess from where that female officer was standing, she seen it. But it took a couple seconds, or maybe like, I don't know, everything happened so fast, you guys. So it's crazy. So all I just see is the female officer running down the stairs, and just within seconds I hear a gunshot. And my immediate response was, I freeze for a second. I looked at my sister. We both start running down there. And as we ran down there, as soon as I heard that, my heart just dropped. My heart just dropped. I just felt like my heart like sink. I guess when you're never put in a situation like that, you will never like know what it is to like go through something like that. But I just felt not a good feeling. So as I ran down and my sister ran down, the officer, female, she drew the gun at us and told us to get the F up upstairs, pointing the gun at us. And she was calling up for backup and the paramedics. I just seen my brother's dad just laying there, lifeless, his head on the floor with blood gushing out his head, the side of his head. And I just seen like his leg, like I just seen his last movements, and I was just like really in shock, you guys. You know, I mean, I never seen something like that, and I just didn't. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's just crazy, something to witness, you know. And so yeah, you guys, I ran back up. I was starting to run back up, and I see my mom coming down, and I told my mom that, you know, he's dead. She shot him. My mom was in such shock, you guys. She couldn't believe it. She was like in disbelief. And then I just really got worried about my mom, you know, her being pregnant, and she was already almost getting ready to deliver. That was a really, you know, that was huge, you know. That's like a big loss, you know, for my mom, you know. And what's weird about it, well, it's not weird about it, but my mom and my brother's dad, they were gonna get married. It was, I think, like they're like a few months before that, he wanted just to go get married. He already proposed to her. They were engaged. By common law, you can consider them married, you know, but they were engaged. So yeah, you know, it was a big old thing. We had, after that happened, I believe, the officer, she went behind my brother's father and handcuffed him. That freaking, that really got to me right there. I was livid. I was livid. I swear to God. I know there's not one day that probably goes by that woman does not think about what she did that night. Because let me tell you something, that night, her look on her face, you guys, was, she looked like a ghost. Honestly. She knew she messed up. You guys, there was no reason. There was no reasoning to shoot him in the back of the head while on the floor. There was no reason. So it was a big old thing. We had news reporters at the house. It was just huge, you guys. It was just really overwhelming. We had it was just crazy, you guys. My mom, probably like a day or two after she ended up going into labor, and you know, after that, right at the hospital, my mom, she had to sit at a car wash because we weren't prepared to lose anybody, so we had to have car washes to come up with the funeral expenses and stuff. So it was a really hard time, you guys, for my mom. A rough time, not just from, you know, my mom, but a lot for my mom, but, you know, the family, the immediate family, us being her children, us that we got really close to him. You know, he was like he was like a father figure, you know. He would give me and my sister's advice, give my mom advice, try to help us out in whatever way he was able to, you know. And that was just a huge loss, a huge loss. And just having to witness that, you guys, that's like, that's crazy, man. That's something I will never forget in my life. And I would never wish for anyone to see something like that or witness something like that. And that's a big deal, you know. That's something big, you guys, you know. My mom had a lawsuit case against that police department. And that police department, they're known for a lot of things. But I guess there's a certain amount of time you have to file a lawsuit. And my mom was just out of time. Not only that, my mom couldn't, because the person that witnessed everything that was she was in her bedroom, where her bedroom was on the street, so she witnessed everything. She didn't want to help out with the case just because, which I understand, she didn't have papers, so she was scared of getting deported. But the attorney told her that, you know, he was willing to help her get her papers, and, you know, but she still didn't want to. And yeah, it's crazy, you guys, to live through something like that, go through something like that. It's really crazy. I thought I would just share that story with you just because it's been in my mind a lot. And, you know, and last week was the anniversary death. And it's just crazy, you guys. Just the day before that, we were celebrating my sister's birthday. And just before, well, before all that happened, he had gave my sister a nice gold necklace with her name on it. And we have this one picture of him putting it on my sister. So yeah, it was just a really tough time, you guys. And I know my mom still, you know, takes it very hard and stuff. But it's just crazy. I mean, you just gotta appreciate everybody you love and don't take anything for granted, because you never know. Just like that, incidents like that accidentally happen. I mean, it wasn't no accident if you ask me, but that's a whole other story, you guys, you know. But I thought I would just share that with you. It's a little different story time, something very personal that me and my family had to go through. You know, it's very hard because now my brother's without a dad, you know. It's just really sad, honestly. But yeah, you guys, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just want to say thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate all the love I got on the last one. It means so much to me, you guys. Yeah, you guys, so I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below, please, and I'll get back to your comment, okay? Thank you guys, and you guys have a blessed evening. Bye.